I have Cion open. Oh, it says unlock next level development with free AI. Benefit from unlimited code completion, chat with code base aided by better context aware, use multi-line changes in smart apply, handle tasks using coding agent, leverage cutting edge cloud models, bring your own models via Olama and LM Studio. Do I want to do this? Access AI Pro. I don't know if I want to do that. Well, let me see. The plugin is installed. All right, so what the issue that we had last time, right? So here's where we're at. We were trying to, can I restart this? Let's see live. I don't know. So we were trying to build out of this plugin and we ran into an error because it couldn't find a particular file. So we're going to be looking into that today to see how can we get that working. Go from there, right? So let me see. Let's take a look at where we left off. And I'm still having trouble building the plugin. Could you please provide the correct directories for the OBS Studio SDK? All right, so let's see what we can do. All right, so let me make this bigger. Actually, I think I should be able to use the, hold on, let me see something, Kilo. Yeah. All right, so we have Kilo up here now. And let me make sure we're using the, okay. I created this YouTube plugin. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, let me terminate that. And let me take a look at where we left off over here. Okay, so I'm gonna say that I'm gonna copy this right here. And I'm gonna close this one. I'm gonna try to use the regular Kilo, the updated Kilo. And I'm gonna say I'm trying to build the OBS plugin, but I was getting this error last time. Can you help me fix it? And I'm gonna say debug. And I'm gonna put what else getting. So we're gonna pick up from where we left. Ooh, what is? Okay, so possibly I do not have my. I don't have the. Okay, Gemini CLI. So let's go to Gemini. Google Gemini, and let's save that, and let's send that again. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to use Gemini. Well, let's have it go through Cloud and then I'll switch to Gemini afterwards. I wonder if they have a, let me see if they have an upgraded one because I want to use Gemini 3. Let me go to our plugins. Plugins. Because right now it would be running on Gemini 2. Kilo. Let's update Kilo. Maybe we can get Gemini 3 out of that. I will have to, let's see, oops. Unloading key. All right, so let me remove the old Kilo because I want to be able to use it with Gemini 3. All right, let's restart the IDE. Let's see if they have Gemini 3 in there. But if we can get this to work, that's going to be super duper cool. Uh-oh. Let's see. Got an error. So I got this error. Plugin installation problem. The IDE failed to install our updates and plugins. Directory not empty exception. Ooh, that's weird. All right, they're going to see what's going on with that. had that issue the other day. Let me go back to settings, and I'm using Cion for C++ coding. Let's see, Kilo. Did it get up installed? Oh, sorry, let's try that again. Update. Let's get the latest version of Kilo. The reason that I like to use Kilo is I made a video about this in the past, but I like to use Kilo because I can bring my own API key. So I am a Gemini user. So I'm able to put my Gemini API key, and then that billing for whatever I use goes straight through Google. I don't have to pay some monthly fee to someone else, you know. All right, let's see what's happening. Restart. All right, video. All right, there we go. So we have the latest version of Kilo. And let me see if I have any Gemini 3 in here. 3. I have the Pro preview. Let's try the Pro preview, I guess. All right, so let's go here. And let's resume the task. You are now on the free plan with limited access to cloud-powered features. Chat with your code base. What is this? Let me open this up a little bit. Oops. What is that? Oh, okay. All right, cool. So let me close this. Oh, shoot. Let me stop this. All right, so let's see what's going on. So it is reading what we have before. I'm analyzing your request to convert a Python script, a few clarifying questions, passes it into script. I do not want to use this one, to be honest with you. Hold on 1 second. This was not the one I was looking for. Let me see. All right, this is the one. So this is the one I was looking for. All right, I'm trying to use this is what we did before we had to restart. Can't be found. All right, so it says, okay, I'll help you fix the build error. First, I need to figure out where the OBS file is supposed to be located. I'll start by examining this. Examine CMake. I read the content. Okay. Identify potential paths. Propose a solution. I've examined the CMake. Here's my observations. This file is for OBS YT video share executable, not the plugin. It finds this OBS. Okay. The error message is not being found. Suggests it could that the include directory specified in the OBS might be incorrect or incomplete. Now I need to check if OBS-module exists in the okay. It appears has changed since I last read it. I have the current content. I can now apply a diff. Now that I've added logging, I need to rebuild the plugin. Okay, this is where we were. Let me change it to, I guess that's right. Okay, so let me resume the task. See what we can get. I'll read the OBS plugin template, CMake checklist file. I understand how the templates locates the libOBS library and its header, which might provide a clue for fixing the issue in the main project. I don't think it's going to find it. So now it's going to look for it. So what I'm going to do in the meantime, I'm going to open up Gemini in my browser. Visualize anything. No thanks. All right, so I'll check the common system. It's not going to find it, but I'm going to say so let's go over here for a second. So I'm going to say I'm trying to build an OBS plugin, and I use the OBS plugin template from OBS and on GitHub, but I am getting this error. Plugin with C++, I'm getting this error when trying to build it. So let's go with that. Okay, so let's see why it cannot find the file. The error occurs because CMake cannot locate the libOBS library, which contains OBS module. The OBS plugin template does not include the OBS source code itself. It expects to find an existing installation, specifically the development files on your machine. Since you are likely on a Mac, based on the commonality of this error or Windows, the fix is to provide the CMake prefix flag when generating your build files. On the Mac, the easiest way to build a plugin is to compile against the OBS application already installed on in your applications folder. The fix, when you run your CMake command, you need to point to it to make modules inside the OBS app bundle. It says why this works. The file OBS lives inside the OBS app bundle. By default, CMake looks inside of there. The flag tells the CMake, look, okay. If you install OBS, I didn't know you could do that. The path might be like something like that. So, okay, so let's go try to find this file first, right? So let me open up a Finder window. And we are gonna go to all right, so inside of OBS, I did show package contents, and then they said that we should go to resources. And then inside of resources, we should go to there's not a CMake folder in here. There goes the plugins folder, but there's not a CMake folder in here. So that might be part of the problem, because we have the regularly built, like we have the install OBS and not the build of it. So let's go and say, so, and this is why I like to use this version of Gemini, right? So now I'm gonna say I used the DMG file to install OBS. I don't see a CMake folder inside of the applications directory. What would I have to do? So it's possible that I don't get the CMake folder with the way that I installed Gemini. So there might, or the way that I installed OBS, so I might have to do it a different way. Because I should have went into the applications, OBS, content, resources, and CMake, but I don't have that. And that's probably why it's not working. So maybe I'm gonna have to download the source files for OBS, and then I should be able to find the CMake file in there. You're reading this error because of the standard macOS EMG installer is for users, not developers. It contains a finished application but strips the headers, the .h files, and the CMake configuration files. Unlike Windows, there's no official dev SDK down for macOS. You have to create one yourself. To fix this, you need to download and configure the OBS source code locally. This gives your plugins the reference files it's looking for. Install build dependencies. Open your terminal and use Homebrew to install the tools OBS needs. If you don't have Homebrew, all right, so we have Homebrew already. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this, and we're gonna go to a terminal window. Let me clear this out. And we're gonna do, so brew, install CMake, Ninja, ffmpeg, and Qt6 version 6. All right, so let's do that. We're installing. So we're installing CMake, Ninja, ffmpeg, and Qt. All right, so everything is being installed. The next thing after this is done, we are going to make a clone of the OBS project. And once that's done, I'm going to navigate into whatever folder that Cion does to store its files. Maybe it's like Cion Studios or something like that. And I'm going to clone OBS into there. And then we will, this might take a minute as it checks your system for Qt. All right. Build your plugin. Okay, so assuming your folder structure is like dev OBS, dev my OBS plugin. Got it. Okay, cool. So I'm just reading. So while that's installing, I'm gonna show you what I'm reading over here, right? So basically what we need to do, we're gonna clone the OBS Studio project, make sure it's recursive, and then go into the folder OBS Studio, and then we're going to configure OBS. This generates the missing CMake file. So we're going to do CMake -- presets macOS. So we're telling it's on a macOS. And all right, so here's what we're going to do. While this is installing stuff, we are going to go into Cion projects, and we're going to go here, and I'm going to copy the command to clone the OBS Studio project. Hopefully it's not super big. Let's see. Cloning. All right, so it is cloned. And now we're gonna go cd OBS Studio. All right, so we're inside the OBS Studio folder. And we are going to, actually have to wait till this is, all right, so this is done. To install the CMake documentation, run brew install CMake docs. I'm not gonna install it right now because Gemini didn't say we had to. We already have this here, so now we're gonna do CMake. Let me see if that's gonna work. Preset. I might have to close it and open it back up, and then macOS, right? And this might take a minute as it checks your system for Qt and other tools. All right, so let's go and do that.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
All right, so it's building OBS now. And while it's doing that, it might take a minute to do that. So we're just gonna go to break, And then when we return from break, then that should hopefully be done and we can get back to building our plugin. But we have just learned a lot right now because I didn't know this last week, but thanks to Gemini 3, my bestie, my software development bestie, that is, right? We're making progress. We are making progress. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's anything.
Tired of the same results.
We got.
Tired of looking at the scoreboard.
We got 2 people.
And always being on the wrong side.
My guy Junior.
Something's got to change.
They are dusty.
It starts now.
For real.
Bruh. Yeah. Woke up, tasted ash in my mouth, saying 4 walls, staring at a life heading south. Bank accounts a joke, looking like a typo. Stuck in the loop, a vicious psycho. Taking L's like they were complimentary. My whole existence felt elementary. Stuck in first gear, spinning wheels in the mud. Drowning my potential in a half-hearted flood.
Not a bishop.
Same excuses, different days. Promise I would change, then I look away. But the pain is staying just the same. Got heavier than the guilt, hotter than the flame.
Something snapped, a switch got flipped. Tore up the old plans, hit a whole damn script. Hit the rock bottom, said I ain't coming back. Time to build a new road, time to get on track.
I was done with the losing, done with the pain. Done with standing still in the pouring rain. Now it's focus, discipline, a brand new vision. Wrote a new life, made a new decision. No more looking back, the old me is dead. It's all about the hustle, all the steps ahead from the ground up. Watch the new man rise, yeah, I'm building my win right before your eyes.
The alarm clock rings, it's 5 a.m. Old me hit snooze, but I ain't him. Lace up the sneakers, pavements, my new priest. While the rest of the city still sleeping on the beach. Turning notifications off on the phone. Can't build an empire if you're never alone. Got my mind right, tunnel visions engaged. Felt like I was locked up, now I'm breaking the cage.
It's the small habits, stacking them tall. Reading to new pages before I even ball. Every rep in the gym, every dollar I save is another tombstone on my old self's grave. They say, man, you changed, you ain't the same. You're damn right I'm not, I just rewrote the game. Focused on the mission, cut the static noise. Traded short-term fun for the long-term joy. I was done with the losing, done with the pain. Done with standing still in the pouring rain. Now it's focus, discipline, a brand new vision. Wrote a new life, made a new decision. No more looking back, the old me is dead. It's all about the hustle, all the steps ahead from the ground up. Watch the new man rises, yeah, I'm building my win right before their eyes.
And now the wins, man, are starting to stack. That opportunity I missed, I just got it back. The projects I quit, now the ship is live. The ideas in my head, now they're set to thrive. My whole circle's different, check the new crew. It's mentors and builders, people seeing it through. This ain't luck, this is crafted, this is by design. This is sweat equity, making what is mine.
The mirror looks different, see the fire in the